Today, on Be Something Wonderful, shift identities and realities now. It's that easy. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Powerful video this morning. I want to talk about a session yesterday. This client, the first time, our first session together, but he's been on the channel. And he said, Tom, I had to talk to you because this channel has changed my life. And he told me his story. Now, he asked me not to really share his story or the details, so I'm gonna take some broad strokes here, but an amazing transformation. Him occupying a new identity, new reality. It's not that he's not aware of who he was. He just knows now that he's more than that. It's interesting. He really got it. It's not about losing or erasing that old identity or reality. It's recognizing it and then moving to a new one, choosing a new one and integrating that, becoming more of who you are. This is really key because he said he struggled for years with past trauma, doing shadow work, trying to fix his inner child. All of this he was telling me, trying to heal, therapy for years, trying to create and manifest a new life, but never really able to get there. He was just holding on to a belief that he had to fix his beliefs. He had to fix his assumptions. He had to fix his life. He had to fix who he believes he was and who he believes he is. And none of that. It's just choosing. He goes, this channel changed my life. He became more aware of his infinite identities, right? And his true identity and true nature as all that is, his real self. He's choosing versus trying to change and fix himself, right? He struggled with all of that. But remember, you're all lives, you're all identities, you're all realities, you're all beliefs, you're all assumptions, you're all emotions, you're all feelings. They all exist within those probabilities of realities that you can experience. They're all part of who you are. You're experiencing them all as infinity, as all that is. Right now, all lives are going on. So it's about choosing. It's not about getting rid of any of them. You couldn't if you tried, right? So it's about choosing to be more, right? You don't lose any one identity or any one personality. You're not there to lose it or change it or fix it or heal it. Healing's about seeing that you've never needed to be healed. It's seeing the wholeness of who you really are. It's seeing your entire identity and then choosing among those identities, among those realities, what you want to experience next. This changed his whole life. His story's amazing. I mean, a lot of tragedy, a lot of trauma, but he's not that same person. That person exists within him. But he's greater than any one identity now. He's greater than that old reality. We're going to hit this like we never have before. Shifting identities and realities is about becoming more of who you already are as all that is. Becoming more aware of the real self as a multidimensional being. This is what Seth through Jane Roberts says. You would not only be aware of the you that you have always known in the same way that you are now, but a deeper sense of identity would also arise. That's what arose within him. A deeper sense of who he is. It wasn't trying to get rid of that inner child or anything. Fix this or chase shadows. He just stopped chasing shadows and decided that all of those identities is who he is. That's what it means to expand your consciousness. The new you would simply be more than you are now. This is what Seth says through Jane Roberts. The new you would simply be more than who you are now. That's what happened to him. He's more than who he believed he was, right? More aware. I am complete and whole. Big today. You're shifting realities and identities in every moment of now, anyway, whether you're aware of it or not. In all identities, all realities, all experiences of reality, all that is, exist simultaneously. But we hang on to the same old types of beliefs and assumptions. Then remember, assumptions and beliefs are new in every moment. But we lock on to the old stories, to the old assumptions and old beliefs. We keep believing the same thing, that we're broken, that we're going to fix it, that we're going to fix every past event that we judge as uncomfortable or unwanted or negative. Remember, you are completely new in every moment, whether you are aware of it or not. You revise all realities. You revise all versions of yourself. That infinite you becomes more because you're becoming more. As you become more conscious of who you are, as you choose new experiences and new realities and new yous, you become more of who you are. You expand consciousness. You shift to or become more aware of any new identity or reality that already exists, all that is within you. And it becomes more, and then that identity of who you really are becomes more. You become more than you were before. This is what we're doing all the time. But we're so focused on trying to get rid of some aspect of who we are that we keep that reality alive. We keep that identity alive, and we feel stuck. But you're always becoming more. In other words, all that is knows more of itself experientially as you call forth another identity, another experience, without believing that you got to fix any one you, any one experience, any one reality. That's powerful. So the question isn't, can you shift realities or identities, but rather, who are you? Where are you and who are you? Where are you? Are you in the past? This invented past where you're trying to fix yourself? Or are you in the future, hoping for something better? Or are you in the now moment where the infinite you exists, where God exists, where everything you want is? That's where everything is. The real you is calling you and asking you, where are you and who are you? That's why I like to bring up that from Scripture, the Old Testament, when I've talked about this many times, when Moses is investigating the burning bush. And God calls out, Moses, Moses. And Moses says, here I am. In other words, Moses, where are you and who are you? I'm here. I am. I am here. I'm here and I am that. Right? You are that I am awareness. Awareness is your attention. Where and who is your attention or your awareness on? That's the only question. The answer to that question creates and determines your entire life experience right now. It creates who you are. You become more of who you are when you direct that where you are and who you are in the current moment, where your awareness is, where your attention is. That's your experience of reality right now, but that's your experience of all realities right now, in the now moment. Do you see it? It's not just this reality. All realities get affected. You revise all time and all versions of yourself by being in this now moment and determining where you are and who you are right now. Where's your attention? I hit on this a little bit in our dream video last night, a powerful video about dreams and creating reality that was released on the membership channel last night. Already we're getting comments from the members on that channel. And I brought up this idea that I've talked about in other videos as well, about the inner and outer screen from Vadim Zeland talks about this in his books, Reality Transurfing and Tufti, the Priestess. And remember, think about this. This is your horizontal experience. This is your current frame of reality. This is what you call the present. But if you're focused, and it should be the now moment because there's only now. We believe that we have a linear history, a past frame or past frames, and we're going to have future frames. Right? We believe in that horizontal experience, but it's just an experience. It's a linear experience. Where you really are is in the vertical, in the now moment. But the question is, where's your attention? What are you believing and assuming? Where's your attention? Is it on the thoughts and feelings about what's going on in reality, or is it on the outer people, events, and circumstances? There's the outer screen and the inner screen. And we're normally focused on a combination of these, on the events that are happening, the physical events in our lives, the people, events, and circumstances, and our thoughts and feelings and our emotional complexes about those events, people, events, and circumstances. We're either in the physical or in the mental, versus the spiritual, versus being in the now moment, in the vertical. I am that. Here I am in that awareness center. Remember, you can still see both of those screens, but from the center, not being trapped in the current frame where your attention is totally absorbed in both the inner screen or the outer screen or a combination of both. Instead, put it on the awareness center of how you would like things to be, who you really are, like he did, right? Where you still see those screens, you're still aware of them, you're still aware of all that you are and all that you experienced. But you have changed, you've moved to a new reality, you moved to a new you, you're focused on that multidimensional identity and who you believe you are now. So those assumptions and beliefs that seem so fixed and seem so hard to change fall away because it's no longer who you are. They are still part of that other identity, that other reality. That's all part of who you are. But your focus is no longer there. It's on who you really are. Do you see it? Here I am in the awareness center. Your focus, attention, awareness is on the reality and identity you would like to be versus who and what it appears to be or it appeared to be. Past drama and trauma or current drama and trauma. Or not even that, just that you want to move realities. Everything's going well. You've had a great life. You've had no drama and trauma maybe. And you're just deciding who you want to be now. It's all you anyway. You don't lose any identity. But do you see it normally in this current frame of reality? Our focus is here. Do you see the blue lines? Either the thoughts and feelings or the people, events, and circumstances, or really the people, events, and circumstances and our thoughts and feelings about it. Right? But as you move to the awareness center, you can still see these frames. You still are aware of them, but your awareness is now on who you really are. That's when you create that desired future right now. Right? That's powerful. So remember, this is who you really are. This is your multidimensional or real you. This is the real self, right? The real you, the real self. And this is all realities, all possibilities, all frames. Frames. It's all right now. You exist in all realities, all frames, all lives. All your past lives are going on right now. You don't go one to the other. They're all happening right now. All identities, all versions of you, and all probable past, present, and future experiences, or in other words, horizontal experiences, all simultaneously exist all at once. All of these potential probable horizontal experiences exist all right now. They're all happening. You get to determine where you're going to be. So it's not about changing who you are, but becoming more aware of all that you are. You never lose any one identity. It's integrated into who you are. You just become more aware of who you are. Right? That identity, that personality doesn't go away. You just become more. You're no longer exclusively focused in the frame, believing this is all there is, that's all I am. Just this or a combination of this. You're more than that. You're all of it. That's the frame. That's the true picture, right? So it's not about fixing or cleansing. Someone made a comment about cleansing the inner child. I don't know what that means. Give the inner child a bath, I guess. And getting rid of or improving yourself. I get it, guys. I'm having fun with that, but I get it that a lot's been talked about in terms of fixing your past. And I'm not diminishing any of that. Those are real experiences, that drama and trauma. And if you've read my book, you know my past. You know one of my probable pasts. I'm an infinite being too. So one of the probable pasts I wrote about, but they're all possibilities. But that doesn't go away. But I'm no longer that person. I'm more than that now. Do you see it? You become more than it. You integrate those experiences. You don't dwell on them and try to change them and try to get rid of them. You just understand that that's one probable past. And you integrate it into that bigger identity that you are. It's only about remembering that you are infinitely greater than all your identities, all your realities, and all your experiences. That's how you become whole, healed, right? That's how you be overcome, right? That's the true meaning of overcoming is not really getting rid of it. It's just understanding that you're so much more than it and then choosing who you want to be right now because that revises all realities. Do you see it? And so it changes. That now your probable past becomes one possibility. And when you change who you are now, you change who you were and who you will be. Right? That horizontal path that maybe had a lot of suffering or a lot of grieving or whatever it was becomes different because you're different now. It doesn't mean it goes away. It just means who you are has a different horizontal experience that makes more sense of who you are now, who you believe you are. You're always becoming more. You're always expanding. That's powerful. We've talked about that in a few videos. It's not about chasing shadows of who you believe you were or who you are now, or digging up limiting and negative beliefs that you create while you look for them. And I'm not saying there's no value in identifying limiting and quote, what you believe are negative or limiting beliefs. There can be some power there. But I'm saying it's a fine line. When you start looking for them, you start creating them. Your focus goes on them. It's better to define who you are now. Decide what you want to believe now. And then what you call limiting beliefs. Remember, limiting and negative beliefs are just beliefs that no longer represent the reality that you choose to experience now. It no longer represents what you desire to experience now. So you create them while you look for them. Trying to fix them, trying to fix your inner child. You exist in all probable experiences of realities and identities. Choose where you would like to dwell right now. You exist in all realities, all identities, all possibilities. The question is, where do you dwell? Where are you living? Because you exist in all of them, but where are you living now? That's what the message from John 14:2 was from Jesus. In my Father's house, in ultimate reality, are many mansions, many possibilities, many identities. Infinite identities, infinite realities, infinite probable past, presents, and futures. Infinite frames of reality. If it were not so, I would have told you. Jesus says, I would have told you if it wasn't so. It's so. Meaning, I am not, it's not possible. There's just I am. I would have told you, right? Infinite identities, infinite realities, conceptual experiences of reality based on your self-concept. There are infinite conceptual experiences of who you are. Right? Based on your self-concept or the assumption or conception of what you have of yourself, of who you really are. You get to decide. That's the whole definition of self-concept. It's not about fixing any one of them. There's nothing wrong with any one of them. They're all part of who you are. It's about integrating them all into the whole of who you are. When you only look at one less than 1%, you don't have the bigger picture. You don't have the broader perspective of who you really are. So, I go to prepare a place for you, John 14:2. So Jesus says, there are many mansions, infinite mansions in the Father's house, in infinity. And I go to prepare a place. Prepare your place. Decide who you want to be. The real you, the I, goes to prepare a place for you in your imagination. In that ultimate reality, you get to decide where's your attention. That's why Moses said, here I am. Right? What are you imagining? What are you assuming? Where are you and who are you? Where are you? And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. In other words, here I am. Jesus is saying it here. I'm going to go prepare a place. The real you, is going to prepare that place. It's going to show you that you're more than who you believe you are. And you can choose. And then it will come again and you will merge with that new you, that new identity, and you will become more. The multidimensional you becomes more than it was before. That's the whole idea of expanding consciousness. Yes, creation's finished, but it's expanding at the same time. That's what infinity means. And so it's always becoming more because it's knowing itself, what it already knows experientially, in infinite, unending forms and vantage points and viewpoints. So I will come again and receive you to myself. In other words, I'll become more with you. And where I am, there you may be also, and I'll never leave you. God's never leaving you. Jesus said that I am is with you. That 3D personality in you, that multidimensional personality, are always in a state of becoming more of who you are. Wow, that's it. That's why this client yesterday said shifting reality, it really is that easy. I didn't get it before. Shifting identities and realities really is that easy. You can believe it isn't, but that will be your experience. He got over that. He no longer believes it's hard and that you got to spend years trying to do this. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors, at facebook.com/group/Be Something Wonderful. For joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, at TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, and our membership channel. We just released a powerful video yesterday about dreams, shifting realities, all those experiences. Very powerful, getting a lot of comments from the members. Check it out. If you're a member, check out the video. It's already downloaded. It's available for you. If you're not a member and want to check it out, there's a link below. We also have a live stream this Sunday on the membership channel. I'm going to come to you live here Sunday morning from here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas at 9 a.m. Pacific Coast Standard Time. I notice we're still getting questions. Great. Continue to send your questions in. I'm going to start sorting through them this week, and we're going to have a powerful live stream exclusively on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel this Sunday. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude. This is Tom in the studios here in Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas. Until next time, see you soon.